Gather round, folks, because the drama brewing in Hollywood makes a soap opera look like a preschool play. Today, it's a special feature presentation on the roller coaster ride starring none other than Jaden Smith. Trust me, by the time we're done, your jaw will be hitting the floor so hard, you'll need a chiropractor. Let's dive in, shall we? First up, the spotlight's on Jaden, who's reportedly done covering for Diddy. That's right, the tea is piping hot, and Hollywood's finest skeletons are tumbling out of the closet faster than a reality TV star's confessional. But wait, brace yourselves, because this ride gets bumpy. The kicker? Jaden's own dad, Will Smith, is allegedly tangled in this mess, like a cat in a ball of yarn. Apparently, Will might have been the one to introduce Jaden to Diddy, and if your brain just short-circuited, you're not alone. To call this situation messed up is like saying the Titanic had a minor water problem. Now, before we proceed, can I just say something? Once I'm done unpacking all these Diddy stories, I'm booking myself a permanent spot in therapy. You might want to join me because every time we think we've hit rock bottom, someone starts digging deeper. The plot thickens faster than grandma's gravy, folks. And somehow, the trial hasn't even started yet. Here's the thing, Jaden isn't just spilling tea, he's flipping the entire kettle over. And in true, if I'm going down, we're all going down fashion, he's dragging his dad, Will, into this circus too. Allegedly, Will was grooming Jaden long before Diddy even stepped onto the scene. Yep, you heard me right. 2024 has officially crowned its messiest family drama of the year. Forget Oscars, this family's competing for a Lifetime Achievement Award in chaos. Oh, and just when you thought you couldn't handle more, Jaden reportedly claimed that both Diddy and his dad exploited him. Is your head spinning yet? Because mine's doing full pirouettes. With accusations this wild, at first people were like, nah, this can't be real. But Hollywood? It's a world where the bizarre is just Tuesday. So buckle up, folks. This story isn't just tea, it's a double shot of espresso with a side of what the heck. Thought Jaden Smith had joined the family business of clout chasing? Oh, honey, think again. When Jaguar Wright rolls in with a receipt book thicker than an encyclopedia, you know things are officially messier than a toddler at a spaghetti buffet. She's backing Jaden's every word like she's his hype woman, and honestly, we've been side-eyeing the Smiths for years now, but this might just be the final act of their reality show saga. So grab your popcorn, because this is about to get juicy. Now, to understand the depths of this Smith family soap opera, we have to rewind all the way back to the beginning. Before we even get to the main villain of this story, cue dramatic organ music, Diddy, let's talk about how Will Smith allegedly ushered his son into the dark underbelly of Hollywood. Remember, Jaden wasn't your average kid playing tag and eating Lunchables. While other kids were learning how to tie their shoes, Jaden was starring in The Pursuit of Happiness alongside his dad. Adorable, right? But as it turns out, that might have been the last time Jaden experienced true happiness, because things took a hard left turn faster than you can say nepotism, baby. Let's not forget, Jaden and his siblings were born into the high-stakes, high-drama Smith dynasty. Sure, they got the perks, money, fame, and access to a world most of us only see on TMZ. But the price tag? Oh, it was hefty. Will and Jada made it clear early on. Being a Smith came with expectations higher than Jada's infamous red table. Hey kids, they probably said, the world's gonna expect you to live up to our legacy of slaps, scandals, and oversharing. Good luck out there. And just like that, the stage was set. You'd think, after all their own missteps in the Hollywood snake pit, Will and Jada would have done everything to shield their kids from the same traps. But nope. Instead, it seems like they handed Jaden a roadmap straight to the drama zone, complete with a personal tour guide. Case in point, years after those awkward videos of Will kissing Jaden hit the internet and made us collectively cringe so hard we pulled a muscle, the skeletons in the Smith family closet are now hosting a full-on rave. And here comes Jaden, not just spilling tea, but pouring an entire gallon of piping hot truth over this Hollywood dumpster fire. He's not just pointing fingers at Diddy. Oh no, he's calling out his own dad too. It's like the family motto is, if we're going down, we're taking everyone with us. Jaguar Wright co-signed the whole thing, receipts in hand, like, y'all thought I was just messy? Watch me back this up. So here we are, watching in morbid fascination as Jaden Smith's life story turns into a Shakespearean-level tragedy with a side of reality TV. The more you dig, the darker it gets, and frankly, we're starting to wonder if the Smith family drama is actually scripted by Netflix. All I know is, the next family reunion, probably not happening anytime soon. Oh, buckle up, folks, because we're about to take a detour into the wonderfully chaotic world of Jaden Smith's unexpected confessions and suggestive shenanigans. It's like watching a reality show where the plot twists are written in Sharpie on a bathroom stall. Messy, but undeniably entertaining. It all started subtly. Jaden's behavior? Suggestive. His hints? Dropped like breadcrumbs in a fairy tale where the forest is Hollywood, and the breadcrumbs are designer skirts and cryptic tweets. The first major curveball came during his 2018 Camp Flog Gnaw performance when Jaden grabbed the mic and decided to share a tidbit that left everyone in the crowd blinking in disbelief. "I just want to say, Tyler, the creator is the best friend in the world, and I love him so much," he began sweetly. Aw, cute, right? Wait for it. I want to tell you guys something. Tyler doesn't want to say it, but Tyler's my boyfriend, and he's been my boyfriend my whole life. Cue the gasps, cheers, and a whole lot of side eyes. As if on cue, Tyler, standing nearby, simply waved his finger like a disappointed dad saying, "Now, Jaden, you know that's not true." Was it a joke, a PR stunt, a glitch in the simulation? Nobody knew, but the internet ate it up faster than a Kardashian's Instagram post. Meanwhile, Jaden casually brushed it off and reminded the crowd about fire safety, saying, "Step back a little bit so they don't shut us down. But remember, Tyler's my boyfriend." Honestly, priorities. But that wasn't the only time Jaden's public declarations made headlines. Remember when Jaden and Justin Bieber turned Coachella into their own personal rom-com? Picture it. Jaden sneaks up behind Justin, gives him a cheeky grind, no pun intended, and Justin responds by planting a wet one right on Jaden's cheek. Now, was it staged? Nope. They didn't even realize someone had whipped out their phone to record this unfiltered bromance moment. Naturally, fans had questions. Was this just two bros being bros in the most intimate way possible? Or was it something more? Body language analysts on Twitter went into full detective mode, dissecting every head tilt and side eye. The verdict? Super sus. People were like, "Will Smith, come get your son. He's out here rewriting the straight guy handbook." Between the Camp Flog Gnaw declaration, Coachella's Bieber Smith special, and all the random public flirtations, Jaden's behavior had people spinning theories faster than conspiracy YouTubers. Some called it performance art, others labeled it attention-seeking, and a few just shrugged and said, Hollywood. Either way, Jaden's antics remain unforgettable, and probably a headache for Will and Jada, who've got enough on their plates without their son redefining bromance on the internet. And let's be real, whether it's a love confession, a Coachella grind, or casually calling Tyler his boyfriend for life, Jaden knows how to keep us entertained. Bravo, sir. Bravo. It's been years, and the saga of Jaden Smith's sus moments continues to be a topic no one involved seems eager to clarify. Case in point, when someone asked Justin Bieber about his Coachella antics with Jaden, the man practically sprinted away from the question like it was chasing him with overdue rent. And honestly, we'll probably never get a full picture of what's gone down behind closed doors. But what we do know is that Jaden's life comes with some serious baggage, and Will and Jada Smith have played starring roles in packing that suitcase. Exhibit A, the curious case of the very affectionate Smith family dynamic. Will once went full PDA mode with Jaden on live TV, trying to plant a kiss on his son's lips. The footage is out there, and yes, it's as uncomfortable as it sounds. Jaden's reaction? A mix of dodging and laughing, like he couldn't believe this was his life. Are you okay, Dad? Are you okay? The internet, predictably, was not okay. Growing up with parents like Will and Jada, whose marriage has been public drama fodder for years, is already a recipe for chaos. But when your dad's either kissing you on stage or allegedly partying with Diddy, things get extra spicy. According to rumors, it was during one of these infamous meetups that Will decided it was time to introduce his son to the wild side of Hollywood. Yikes. Now let's talk about Jaden's career. Already dealing with the fallout from a household more chaotic than a reality show, things took a professional nosedive back in 2013. The Smith family decided it was a great idea to release After Earth, a post-apocalyptic disaster, literally and figuratively. Will starred, Jada co-produced, and Jaden played the lead. Sounds like a family bonding project, right? Well, turns out it was a $130 million disaster that barely scraped $60 million in the US and earned a cringeworthy 11% on Rotten Tomatoes. Ouch. Naturally, the backlash was brutal. Critics and fans didn't hold back, accusing Jaden of landing the role purely because of his last name. As the film's lead, Jaden bore the brunt of the criticism, and Will later admitted in his memoir that his son wasn't prepared for the public roasting. Fans and press were absolutely vicious, he wrote, adding that it was the worst humiliation Jaden had ever faced. For a 15-year-old, that's a lot to handle. Things got so bad that Jaden even wanted to legally emancipate himself from his parents. Let that sink in. A 15-year-old asking to become an emancipated minor because he felt so betrayed by his own father. Will recalled in his memoir how his heart broke when Jaden brought it up. He ultimately decided against it, but it sucks to feel like you've hurt your kids. Yeah, you think? That phase marked a turning point in the Smith household. The After Earth debacle, combined with Will and Jada's famously rocky marriage and Will's questionable parenting moments, left Jaden reeling. He eventually decided to take control of his own life and career, refusing to follow in his parents' footsteps any longer. Will might have had good intentions, mentoring Jaden and giving him opportunities, but the execution was a mess, leaving scars that are still evident today. Jaden's journey is a cautionary tale of what happens when fame, family, and expectations collide in the most dramatic way possible. And while he seems to have found his own footing in recent years, the road to self-discovery has been anything but smooth. Here's hoping the next generation of Smiths gets a little less chaos and a lot more peace. Oh, hold on to your hats, folks, because we're diving headfirst into one of the messiest celebrity sagas this side of Hollywood. Will Smith, Diddy, Jaden, and a whole lot of eyebrow-raising moments that have us all wondering, what on earth is going on in the Smith family? Apparently, the idea of losing Jaden was enough to send Will spiraling into some questionable decision-making. It's one thing to be a proud dad, it's another to kiss your teenage son on the mouth and call it love on national TV. I love him, Ellen. I just want to kiss him on the mouth sometimes, Will exclaimed on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Cue the awkward laughter and a visibly uncomfortable Jaden, who avoided eye contact like his dad had just shared his most embarrassing baby pictures. Now, if this is what Will was comfortable doing on camera, we're left wondering what's going on behind closed doors. Naturally, the internet was not okay with this display of affection, labeling it creepy and borderline inappropriate. If he wouldn't do this with Willow, why is it okay with Jaden? Asked countless outraged tweets. And fair point. If there's a double standard at play here, it's worth asking why. But instead of addressing these concerns seriously, we'll double down, brushing off the criticism as jealousy, because of course the rest of us just wish we could French kiss our kids on live television. Spoiler, we don't. As if things weren't messy enough, Will decided to bring his friend Diddy into the mix. Jaden, who had dreams of becoming a rapper, apparently needed a mentor. And who better than hip-hop heavyweight Diddy? Sure, he's a powerhouse in the industry, but his reputation? Let's just say it's questionable at best. Still, Will overlooked the red flags and handed Jaden over to Diddy like he was signing him up for summer camp. Spoiler alert, this wasn't the kind of camp where you make friendship bracelets. According to Jaguar Wright and other sources, this mentorship wasn't as wholesome as it seemed. Jaden's innocence was allegedly compromised, not just by Diddy, but by his own father's actions, leaving fans to connect the dots in this increasingly disturbing puzzle. Here's where it gets downright infuriating. Will Smith, who has defended his behavior with Jaden as fatherly love, was once caught in a very different situation. When a fan tried to kiss him at a red carpet event, Will didn't hesitate. He slapped the guy so fast, even Chris Rock probably felt it in the multiverse. So let's get this straight. Kissing Jaden is okay, but when the tables are turned, it's slap-a-clock? Make it make sense. The whispers about Will's questionable behavior don't stop with Jaden. Jaguar Wright has alleged that Jaden wasn't the only young man Will had an unusual relationship with. Meanwhile, actress Alexis Arquette dropped a bombshell years ago, claiming that Will's first marriage ended because his ex-wife caught him in a compromising position with his sugar daddy, Benny Medina. The internet went wild, and although Alexis's post was deleted, the damage was done. And let's not forget Jada's controversies. Trisha Paytas once accused her of inappropriate advances toward male dancers, adding yet another layer to the Smith family drama. At this point, the Smiths' reputation is less a Hollywood fairy tale and more a chaotic soap opera with plot twists no one asked for. So, what's the takeaway here? Hollywood is wild, the Smiths are wilder, and Jaden's upbringing was anything but ordinary. Between the questionable parenting choices, Diddy's involvement, and long-standing rumors about Will and Jada's private lives, it's no wonder Jaden has struggled to find his footing. One thing's for sure, this family could use a break. From the spotlight, from the internet, and maybe even from each other. Let's hope they find some clarity and therapy soon. What do you think? Let's talk in the comment section below.